I am Dr. Agrawal from India. I represent Building Materials and Technology Promotion Council, an organization under Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, Government of India. We are primarily a promotion council which is mandated to transfer cost-effective, environment-friendly, sustainable building materials and construction technologies for field-level applications, including disaster-resistant technologies. I am indeed thankful to the organizers for choosing me to deliver Indian perspective on sustainable development to build environment. The slide shown here gives you the idea that how fast India is urbanizing. If I give you figures, by 2030, 40% of India's total population will live in urban centers. That amounts to 590 million people living in urban areas. To cater to this growing population, India has to build 600 to 800 million square meter urban space every year till 2030. That is a new Chicago every year. That is the reason that the present government of India is running some of the biggest urban renewal schemes of the world for Indian citizens. These schemes are Housing for All Mission, Swachh Bharat Mission, you can say Clean India Mission, Smart City Mission, Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation, National Urban Livelihood Mission, Heritage City Development Mission, Urban Transportation Mission. The comprehensive strategy being adopted to run these schemes is 3S strategy, where S stands for skill, scale, and speed. Further, our approach towards urban renewal is receptive, innovative, and productive so as to foster sustainable growth, bring in circularity, and ensure better quality of living. India has vast array of labs and academic institutions who have been doing constant research in the area of waste management and its value addition. There are about 20 inorganic industrial waste coming from iron and steel industry, power industry, paper industry, and tannery industry, which have been identified by us having potential resource to produce value added building materials and components. Just to give you an idea, fly ash, a byproduct of thermal power plant, is being used as cement as part replacement of cement known as Portland pozzolanic cement. Similarly, there are about 10 agriculture wastes which can be suitably used for manufacturing value-added building materials and components. Urban India generates 62 million tons of municipal solid waste each year and around 100 million tons of C&D waste. Therefore, Government of India is quite committed about its disposal and its management, making waste segregation at source mandatory, including informal sector for waste management, using waste for gainful applications such as waste to energy, waste to RFD, which is refused derived fuel. No non-recyclable waste having calorific value more than 1500 kilocalories per kg is permitted in landfill. As regards C&D waste, it has been tackled scientifically in India. We have recently come out with C&D waste management rules and have been establishing C&D waste processing centers in PPP mode, which collect C&D waste and processes it to produce aggregates, blocks, pavers, and put them back for use in the construction industry. Through Housing for All mission, which boosts to construct 11.2 million houses by 2022, that is the year nation celebrates its 75th year of independence, we are advocating and promoting sustainable interventions to various federal governments. Some of these interventions are written here, which primarily bring in circularity and affordability. In order to construct such a mammoth 11.2 million houses, we also require housing technologies which can ensure faster delivery of houses, such as precast, prefabricated offsite construction methodologies. In 2019, we organized a Global Housing Technology Challenge to bring best global housing technologies for Indian construction sector. There are 54 new systems which were shortlisted by us and now being used to construct 6 lighthouse projects which will serve as live laboratories for different aspects of transfer of technologies to field applications, including circularity and affordability, and also how to replicate them in future. Through these new systems, our mission is to provide sustainable disaster resilient houses to the citizens of India, which are affordable, livable with minimum life cycle costs. At last but not the least, I leave you with this slide which gives our Honorable Prime Minister's motto of reform, perform and transform. India is one of the fastest growing economy of the world, and we invite all global players to contribute and be part of India's growth story through sustainable interventions. Thank you once again for your patient hearing and giving me the opportunity to present Indian viewpoint. Thank you.